You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. How are you? Come on in here. Happy today. Do you mind if we talk happiness? Is happiness your goal? Do you get out of bed saying, that's my goal, that's my life goal? I think a lot of people have said our goal in life is to be happy. Personally, kind of gave up on that. I mean, I'm happy. I like to be happy. I'd like to find happiness for sure. But I kind of shifted to joyful because it wasn't as fleeting as happiness. I don't know if you think that way or not, but I think we should try to be happy and joyful, right? Let's talk about that today. 5 ideas that are right in front of me right now. If you were in my office sitting in my chair right now, you'd see them in front of me, posted on the wall. I have no idea when I did that. It's been years since I posted it there. It must mean that they're important to me. I'll share them with you, okay? It is a daily boost. From motivationtomove.com, my name is Scott Smith. Nice to have you here today. Hard to believe we are almost to fourth quarter, and that means the end of 20 years of doing the Daily Boost podcast. 20 years, over 5,000. Is that crazy or what? I mean, people often will say, well, how do I get started on my goal? How do I keep going on my goal? And in this case, it truly is an example of stand up, take a step, repeat. How do you get started? You simply stand up and start doing it. That's it. Even if you don't know where you're going, you just start. That's it. You know, in your life, think back. Let me ask you a question. If you think back in your life, when stuff has happened, stuff that's really good that you like, didn't you just start doing it? Maybe somebody motivated you to get in, to stand up and do it. Maybe you did it yourself, but didn't you just find yourself, you just kind of did it? And sometimes you're just lucky. It happens. I get it. Got an idea. Let's go. Yay. It's easy. Other times you have to force yourself. I get it. But how do you do 20 years with a podcast? Well, one day you say, I think I'll do a podcast. And then the next day you say, I think I'll do a podcast. And about 20 years later, it's like, man, I did a lot of podcasts. Same thing for you. Okay. That's it. So whatever dream is living inside you, whatever you want to do, whether it's a job, whether it's, retire, whether it's to travel, I don't know, raise good kids, go to church every week. I don't know what it is, but it all starts when you stand up and go do it. And that's what this show is all about. If I can get you to do that and at least talk you into the fact that, well, Scott said if I would just kind of lean into it a little bit and stand up and just kind of go for it, it'll work out. And I understand that sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's frustrating. I get it. I'm going to be real with you. I'm not going to do all this kind of, I don't know what they call it, toxic positivity sometimes. I'm not going to do all that for you. I'm going to be real about it. I understand. Let's get on with being happy today. Well, it's kind of weird. Scott, start with something kind of negative to be happy? Well, yeah, I think so. I do. I think until you reframe how you see the world, until you look at things that maybe you're not happy about, it's hard to be happy. It's like going into the mall. There are still malls. We have one nearby. And that directory says, you are here. You don't know to go be happy if you don't know you're unhappy, right? You don't know it. So let's start there and build it up. So what do? Unfortunately, I have a different perspective. I have a lot of hours spent every day talking to people. Throughout the course of a week, it's just dozens and dozens and dozens of conversations. And I will say that it doesn't matter what we're talking about. It makes no difference at all. It always comes down to being happy because whatever you do is going to make you happy. So here's a couple of reminders for you. Let's start with number one because it's number one. We could count it down, but no, I gave up the Casey Kasem thing a long time ago. Number one, remind yourself to be grateful. Some of y'all do that. Sometime today, pause, close your eyes if you want to. Fill it with people, things, the good in your life. Remember, it's like a kid that says, Mommy, I want a new toy for Christmas. And, well, why? You tore up the last one I gave you. If you're not grateful for what you have, how can you get any more? A lot of folks, this is really common. And I've seen folks do this. I do not do this. I never got the habit of it, but a lot of people do. End of every day, they sit down and write down 3 things they're grateful for. Personally, I think if you're grateful for what you have, you'll get more. And if you have a serving mentality, we'll add that onto it. Just serve first. Just help. You'll be surprised what happens. So number one, be grateful. Even you guys who think, why am I grateful? Life is so hard. I get it. Sit down and take a few minutes on your own. You don't have to tell anybody you're doing it. Just sit down and write down a couple of things you're grateful for. Move on with your day. It will compound for you. Number two, your actions definitely do reveal your purpose. I can see that often in my coaching that I do. I don't have to listen to your words very much. I don't have to see how you show up on the call. Get on a Zoom call, you show up in a certain way, look in a certain way, say certain things. That's not what tells me whether you're happy or not. It's what your actions are every single day. So look inside. What are your actions? Say it simply, I guess, is are they making you happy? Are you getting out of bed every single day and doing things that are not making you happy, making you joyful? Well, here's a news flash for you.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
You're not stuck there. You can change just about anything you want to, can't you? I know you can, but sometimes you don't want to. Why? Because, well, it's up to me to do it. Yeah, nobody else is going to make you happy. Oh my goodness, we are just going deep today. I must be in a contemplative mood this week, just kind of a real mood. But it's true. It is up to you. When you feel pushed up against the wall, you feel like you can't do anything, life is not going your way. At the end of the day, the only one that can make it your way is you. And that starts with your actions. Well, actually starts with being grateful. And then your actions. Do things that move you closer to what you want to do. And I will say this, in many cases, what truly makes you happy, you already know it, but you're afraid to say it. And some of the people around you already know that about you. And they're just waiting for you to say it, waiting for you to do it. And if you give them a chance, they probably will. They'll say, well, you know what? And they'll tell you what to do. So be grateful and then take actions that make you joyful and happy. I said in the number one, serving is key. And I serve in a lot of different areas. I think that's kind of what I do in my life. I don't see myself that way, actually. I just do what I do. But when I lean into it, I say, no, I'm going to serve. I serve you. I serve the church. I serve all kinds of things. And you know what? When you just get yourself out of the way and you just kind of surrender and just say, you know, I'm going to go serve, you're happier. When you strategize somebody else's feelings in advance, when you serve them, when you make them feel great today, when you help them today, your life changes. Who's that going to be today? Is there somebody? I bet there is somebody right now that could use you to strategize their feelings in advance and help them. Who's it going to be? Think about somebody. Anybody in your mind right now popping in? I bet there's somebody there. Take a moment. Review the people that you're going to interact with today. How do you want to make them feel? This is so powerful. Come here real close. Take you inside a Zoom call with me. Most people I work with are, let's call them over 40. They're between 40 and 60 years old, probably. Got a couple of youngies on some of the group calls, but mostly they're a little bit older. And I just love it when they've done something well, and I just take a moment and say, I'm so proud of you. And to be honest with you, sometimes I really am proud of them, but sometimes I feel kind of weird saying it. I feel kind of weird saying, I'm so proud of you, what you've been doing. And you watch this little smile, you watch them do this. It's amazing how simple it is to do that. And ladies, if you have not told your husband you're proud of him lately, you might think about doing that. Of course, it works for everybody, but I ponder this because I hear a lot of guys talk about it. And sometimes you think, oh, well, you know I'm proud of you. You know I am. But I tell you what, when you think of somebody else, and that's just a little thing that you can do that will really just turn things around. Number 4, I'm going to be a little bit long today. Hope that's okay. A question I ask all the time, I think I mentioned it on Monday. What can I do? What can you do? If you're stuck, what can you do? I would look at your list today, those 20 projects you have that you can't seem to get yourself to do, and say, well, what can I do? And by the way, one of those things is not do it. Here's the reality of it. You change when you wear yourself out. And the truth is, if you are stuck and you can't figure stuff out, there's some things you have to do and you have to figure it out. But there's a big stack. I'm going to guess 50, 60% of what you think you need to do that doesn't need to be done at all. At all. Ego's holding you in there, and that's causing you not to be happy. The freedom you will feel when you just cut it loose is mind-boggling. So ask the question, what can I do? And one of the things, yes, I can do, I can give it up and walk away. This is a conversation I have often. People don't like me when I have the conversation. I say, well, just give it up. Just do something else. I can't do that. Sure you can. That's my job. I hold you to these things that you're thinking, but you won't say. So what can I do? And finally, this is a big one for me. It's a big one for everybody I work with around here. It's a big one. We just live and breathe. I just got off a Zoom call a minute ago from a client who said, I religiously do my Perfect Week Planner. You can get that, by the way, perfectweekplanner.com. It's free. He said, I religiously do it. He's had it since the beginning 4 years ago. Every single week he does it, lives and breathes by it because it works. Because what it does is it allows you to hold space for your dreams. It literally puts your time first. Yeah, it's your time. You own your time. If you want to be happy, you need to be spending your time the way you want to spend it. And you can do it whatever way you want to. Is it difficult? Probably. Is anybody going to say something? What are you doing that for? Yeah, who cares? It's your time. But until you decide to start in advance to say, this is how I shall spend my time while I'm on this planet, how can you be happy? You're just following everybody else around all the time. So a little bit of that honest truth here today for you about some basic things you can do about being happy. It's not the toxic positivity. Come on, guys, you can do it. Be happy. Let's go. Rah, rah, rah. Love that stuff. But man, if that's not working for you, we got to get real, don't we? So imagine, just remind yourself that you're grateful. Look at your actions. Make sure the actions are actually things that will make you happy. It's kind of simple. Strategize other people's feelings in advance and serve them. Ask that question, what can I do? And my goodness, pull some time for yourself and use that time in ways that you can face your passion and feel good about it. All things are doable. It may take longer than you think. It may be more of a challenge than you think, and you may not believe today you can do it. But remember, the person you are today is not who you will be tomorrow. In fact, the decision you make today may scare you to death, but as you start moving forward tomorrow and the next week and the next month and the next year, you'll become that person who is fully capable of transforming into whatever you want to do, a totally joyful, happy person. And you may have to do some changes along the way, but you can do it if you want to. Remember, you're not that person yet. You're not there yet. You just think you are. Okay. Tomorrow, we are going to dig in again. Now, this is kind of a free-form week. I'm actually recording every single day this week, just kind of going with flow based on calls I'm having. I don't always do that, but this week I am. So who knows what's coming up tomorrow? But I do know this. It'll be honest, it'll be truthful, and maybe I'll give you a little bit of a boost. I'll see you then.